Hello and welcome back to the U22 National Baseball Championships on We Digital. It's Alexa coming to you live from Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. If you were with us yesterday, we had plenty of exciting games and we're back with another action-packed day filled with baseball, starting off with Sarnia against Halifax. Yesterday, Halifax had a loss to Windsor, but they got a big win over their provincial rivals, Dartmouth. As for Sarnia, the pressure will be on them to find a win because they had 2 losses yesterday to Manitoba and to Windsor. Our booth is ready to go. We have Brett Hedges and Ted Beal, and we'll pass it on up to them.
Thank you very much, Alexa, for breaking it down, setting us up for Day 2 action at Lacoste Park. Welcome into the booth. I am Brett Hedges alongside my good friend Ted Beal. And Ted, after Day 1, it's Manitoba and Windsor at the top of the table at the National Championships. Great effort from the Manitoba team yesterday in their doubleheader to get Day 1 started, right?
No, I'm really impressed with Manitoba's effort on Day 1, put themselves in great position moving forward in this championship, and I would say a driver's seat position. Obviously, Windsor did a great job yesterday getting to 2-0 with both a great pitching performance in the morning and then obviously with a comeback win that was, I would say,
crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was one of those games with a walk-off too, and using some foot speed to get there. Was an incredible finish to a very long game, but a very satisfying one for the Windsor Select fans.
For sure. And now our matchup here today is Halifax versus Sarnia, and Sarnia coming in as the Ontario champions. We're looking to be a big heavy in this tournament. How do they try to dig themselves out of this 0-2 hole here to start Day 2?
Well, you got to play desperate at this point. There's no next game at this point. They got to do it right now and see what other teams can do to help them out too. So we see the ground rules are underway here. We're just awaiting the lineups as we get prepared for this 10 a.m. matchup.
Here's the starting defense for the Halifax Mets, wearing the traditional New York Mets jerseys. I really, really enjoy that. Our starting pitcher today for Halifax is Evan Phillips, the left-handed pitcher. Catching him today will be right there. Keegan Wade Parker will play first base. Yasu Hojo will play second. At shortstop is Lee Robertson, number 31. The third baseman is Blake Newell. In the outfield from left to right, we've got Jordan Rovette, Rowan O'Coin, and Jack Grant. That is the starting defense for the Halifax Mets, who will be the home team today and will take the field first. The Sarnia Brigade, 0-2, looking to get a win today, will lead off with Logan Buntrock in center field. Second baseman, number 22, Jackson Groves. Number 9, Hendrik Vandermeer will play first base and bat third. DH Carter Arts will bat fourth. The right fielder, Michael Grigas, will bat fifth and play right field, as I said. In left field, we are going to have Jack Wilson, and he will bat sixth. Cooper Clark will bat seventh and play third. Vaughn McGinn, the catcher, will bat eighth, and the shortstop, Jack Helps, will bat ninth. That is the lineup for the Sarnia Brigade, the Ontario champions. And the Mets are taking the field now as we kick off Day 2 of the U22 Canadian Championships from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Thanks for joining us on We Digital. So taking the mound today is the big left-hander, number 55, Evan Phillips. Doesn't have his height or weight listed, but this is a pretty big cat on the mound here, Ted.
Yeah, he'll be imposing, and he'll bring it from the left side, the southpaw look, and we'll see if he comes across the body or not. But obviously, he'll look to see as many left-handed hitters as well as right-handed hitters throughout today's matchup. I don't think there's any tomorrow for this team either, even at 1-1. They've got to come out hard and see if they get a fine effort. We got a nice humid day, as we love it here in southwestern Ontario. It's the way we like it, and it's the way it will be. We may not see a ton of sun throughout the day, but the wind seems to be shifting here and there as we've taken some photos of the flagpole. For the most part, we get prevailing westerlies here at Lacoste Park, pushing things out to right field. But at the end of the day, the wind won't play too much of a factor today.
Yeah, 24 degrees, mostly cloudy. No rain in the forecast today, so we'll just get some cloud cover throughout this ball game, it should clear up for the afternoon games, as we have Evan Phillips just taking in some more warm-ups here. First batter of the day is going to be Logan Buntrock, with the Sarnia Brigade wearing their red jerseys. Yesterday they wore the baby blues, so a nice crisp look.
Trying to change things up with the red jerseys today.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Halifax Mets jerseys as well, of course. Very similar to the New York Mets of the Major League Baseball.
Definitely a clean look, especially if you're a Mets fan. Lacoste Park is in great shape. Wonderful grass throughout the facility that allows this to be played at a high level. It does seem to kill the bouncing ball. So if you've got a low chopper in the infield or the outfield, it will slow it down. A little bit of rain last night, I think, too, probably helped the Diamond in its recovery for day 2 of the championship.
Yeah, it just gets so beat up over the course of a weekend. These are high-level athletes, right? They're tearing up the base paths and making those routine plays. The maintenance and the care, I mean, going back as long as I can remember, 20-plus years at this facility has always been top-notch, and it's one of the best facilities in Ontario, if not Canada, for this level for sure. So welcome to Burt Lacasse Park. Our opening batter is Logan Buntrock of the Sarnia Brigade. Sarnia 0 for 2 to start day 2 of the national championships. Halifax 1-1, looking to get another win here and move up the standings. Phillips will work from the stretch. Opening pitch is a strike to Buntrock. Welcome aboard. Phillips looks in, gets a sign. Pumps. And that's foul ball from Buntrock as he fights that one off.
Buntrock does a great job setting the table for this Sarnia group. A lot of experience. Yeah, I'd say he's one of the better leadoff hitters in this championship.
That's very fair to say. He had a great day yesterday. 0-2. High and outside. Buntrock lays off. And a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's an early punch out for Evan Phillips and the Halifax Mets.
Right fielder number 25, Jack Grant.
Buntrock with his hands to the sky.
He's bewildered for sure. Didn't agree with the strike check call. But he'll get more opportunities today. It's not all done in one at bat, that's for sure.
Number 22, Jackson Groves, enters the batter's box. He will play second base today. Ball high.
Good energy in the park for a 10 a.m. game. You always wonder if the young men are lively and awake for the early morning game, I guess.
Top rail for a strike from Evan Phillips. We'll make the count 1-1.
And at my age, getting energy at this time of the day, we credit that to the fine donuts from Steinmar Bakery, which are, we want to put a shout out to them for sure.
An institution in Windsor as we get another strike, called strike for Phillips on Groves.
Yes, where every baked good is its own meal.
Absolutely. It's the fritters the size of your head. Phillips leans in, pumps, releases. High fastball laid off by Jackson Groves. Level the count at 2-2. Phillips releases. Low pitch. Nice block from the catcher. Of course, there's no runners on base, but
always a good habit to stay in as a catcher. The second you try and just glove everything or let it go by, is this, you need that blocking ability.
Strike on the bottom rail. 0-1. Phillips not really paying attention to. That's a high ball one.
Halifax defense playing Arts pretty well straight up in the outfield.
Vandermeer takes his lead off first. Phillips checks. delivers. Ball just inside to make the count 2-1. Phillips will lean in.
Arts 6'3", tall strike zone.
Cut on and fouled away by Carter Arts. Will make the count 2-2. So this is a big at-bat here for Phillips and the Mets. They've given up 2 hits, but no runs. A double play ball here would be huge. The 2-2. Arts with another crack at it will foul it away along the first base side. The count remains 2-2 for Carter Arts as Phillips will tie his shoe there. Jackson Groves on third base after the double over the head of the left fielder Rovette. Then Hendrik Vandermeer dropped a single to left field, opposite field, to get to first and third. 2-2. Vandermeer going, and Arts fouls it away. In on the hands there.
I was waiting to see if Sarnia would look at trying to move Vandermeer just to take the double play option away with 2 strikes. It was an opportunity to kind of see if there was a chance to snag a bag. But Phillips being a left-hander also keeping Vandermeer a little bit more honest than normal at first.
The 2-2. Chopper up the middle. Double play potential first. And it is a double play unassisted. Nice job by the second baseman to corral that. That's Yasu Hojo.
Hojo, that's a Mets name, isn't it?
So let's take a look here. Good patience showed. Keeps the back foot on the bag for the first out. Strong throw over to first. And the Mets get out of the jam here, middle of the first inning.
Well-placed ground ball helps them get an easy double play.
Now the Sarnia Brigade will take the field. And our starting pitcher today is Noah Lester, the 5'11", 185-pound right-hand pitcher. His catcher today is Vaughn McGinn behind the plate. Hendrik Vandermeer at first base, Jackson Groves at second, Jack Helps at shortstop, and Cooper Clark at third base. In the outfield, we've got Jack Wilson in left, Logan Buntrock in center, and Michael Grigas in right field. That is the Sarnia Brigade starting defense.
Not much changes to that Sarnia lineup.
No.
They're going to dance with who brought them, that's for sure.
So the starting lineup for the Halifax Mets, leading off was going to be Yasu Hojo, the second baseman. Batting second, the right fielder, Jack Grant. Batting third, number 20, Greg McCormack, the DH. Batting fourth, Blake Newell, the third baseman, will bat cleanup. Jordan Rovette will bat fifth and play left field. Isaac Murray will play catcher and bat sixth. Keegan Wade Parker will play first base and bat seventh. Lee Robertson will play shortstop and bat eighth. And Rowan O'Coin will play center field and bat ninth. Noah Lester, the pitcher, on the mound for the Sarnia Brigade. Hojo steps into the batter's box. Swinging first pitch strike.
Not your typical approach for a leadoff hitter, but the Halifax product in Hojo says, I'm going to get going as soon as I can here, get as many cuts.
On the outside corner for a called strike. The 0-2. Lester, ball low.
Lester's out of Sarnia, 5'11", 185 pounds.
He's got a 1-2 count on Hojo. Pitch low. Hojo lays off. Bring the count 2-2. Lester delivers. That's a single in the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop for Yasu Hojo, and he will get the Mets off to a good start with a leadoff single. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do.
Hojo did a great job. Great piece of hitting, laid off a couple off-speed pitches, and I think he got a fastball he can handle here and just pulled it right through that hole at short.
Good at bat, too, because he fell 0-2 early in that count.
No, he managed it very well.
Jack Grant at the dish. So Grant plays right field, wearing number 25.
From Oakville, which is an interesting location. Seeing he's from Ontario, I'm assuming this would be somewhat of a pickup player, or perhaps he has moved himself to Halifax.
Oh, ball is in play to the third baseman. He relays it to second to try and turn a double play, and I think
the Sarnia manager is going to have a good discussion because the second baseman in Groves is hoping for a transfer out call at second. You get some latitude on the double play opportunity. Good job by the umpires. They're going to convene and take a look at this together, have a discussion in an effort to get the call right.
Because it looked like he had it clean in the glove for the force out at second.
Yeah, and there's always the debate as to whether or not the ball is fielded cleanly on the catch. And it goes from transfer. So normally when the ball is gloved,
this will be our best angle at it.
Yeah, by a fielder. Does the ball get cleanly fielded by the glove? And as he passes it from the glove to the bare hand is where...
Okay, so it looks like he's got it for at least a beat in his glove.
Yes. I would say that there should be some latitude granted here to the second baseman, Groves, on the transfer, thus allowing for the force out at second. But there is a heated debate there amongst the umpires. So they'll question each other. They'll work it out. And obviously the Sarnia coaching staff and the Sarnia players are waiting on bated breath to see where this is going. So they're going to stick with the call of safe.
So they're going with the original call by the second base umpire.
So I would say that the base umpire was confident enough in his call that he was looking to be talked out of it by the other two umpires. And if the other two umpires...
You know what? On that angle, it does look like the ball was loose.
And it could have been loose on the catch.
Because he could have got it in the heel instead of the webbing of the glove, right?
Yeah, and that's the debate that would be obviously given by Sarnia or Halifax. Was it cleanly fielded on the catch?
Well, regardless, we've got men on first and second here with no out, bottom of the second inning. Bunting situation here for Greg McCormack.
They do have the first baseman charging hard.
Showed bunt on the first pitch, this time straight up approach.
I think they're going to allow the pitcher to field the third base side bunt with the third baseman staying home on his bag. So they may try and get the force out on the lead runner here if there is a sacrifice.
The 1-1 is outside for a called ball. McCormack steps into the batter's box. Man on first and second, no out. And a 2-1 count. Lester. And a bunt attempt goes foul.
Was trying to shoot it down the third baseline because that's a tough play for the pitcher to kind of feel this position going off the mound. Especially considering that he may fall to the first base side after his pitch release.
2-2 after the bunt foul for McCormack. Lester gets his sign. Breaking ball just high and outside.
Tough to lay off that pitch.
Runs the count 3-2.
Obviously, with 2 strikes, this is not a bunt situation anymore.
Lester. Inside pitch, and McCormack walks.
Does the job with the walk. There are many ways to advance a runner.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in that situation, a walk does the job.
Absolutely. He did the job right there, and it started off by pulling that bunt back on that first pitch when it was low, and then making Sarnia aware that he could very much bunt it and kind of maybe mess with the pitching sequence there.
Good discipline.
Blake Newell at the plate. Takes a cut on a first pitch. Foul. Blake Newell playing third base today.
Out of Plymouth.
Lester working from the windup. The 0-1. Outside for a called ball.
Lester in this position needs to get it out any way he can get it. Ground ball would be most advantageous to see if they could get a pair of outs, but see where it takes us.
The 1-1. Called strike.
Nice breaking pitch on the inner half.
The 1-2. Lester winds up. Breaking pitch is hit out to the outfield.
Should score a run.
Tagging up and scoring is Hojo. And the Mets strike first here on the sacrifice RBI fly.
Good job by Newell, knowing the situation. A deep fly ball easily scores that run. Sarnia did the right thing also, knowing they had to concede that run and threw to third base so that the runners from first and second didn't advance. Good baseball.
Yeah, good throw from the center fielder too.
No, did his job, hit the cut.
This is Jordan Rovette, the left fielder, left-handed batter. With a man at first and second, 1 out.
Rovette, another one of the Ontario players from Toronto.
Takes a called first strike. Mets up 1-0 on the sac fly. Late swing in foul territory. Good chase by the third baseman.
Clark was on his horse trying to get down the line. The ball was well placed to ensure there was no out recorded. Interestingly enough, they're playing Rovette to pull in center field. Center fielder is very well shaded to the right center. But Rovette was actually looking down the left field line there. So, again, this is the game within the game. If the defense and the pitcher take away one thing, can you kind of force it in the other direction?
The 0-1. Lester going to third on the steal. Pass ball. That's going to score a run. And the man from first is going to go all the way to third. Mets up 2-0. Nice steal there from number 25, Jack Grant. Low throw gets past the third baseman. Greg McCormack.
Yeah, Grant took advantage of the situation. I don't think they were paying too much attention and keeping him close. But also the fact that Clark was shaded towards shortstop a fair bit. He had to hustle very much to cover third base, and then compounded by the fact that the McGinn throw was in the foul side of the line.
There's going to be a little blooper, and that's going to score a run. Flare single from Jordan Rovette.
Texas Leaguer does the job. It was a pulled-in infield, actually. They were trying to take away the run with a ground ball in the infield, but I don't think the shortstop helps. Would have had a chance at that snort to left anyways because it was well placed.
Yeah. 10 feet into the outfield grass. It's 3-0 Mets. Rovette on first with 1 out. And here's a dribbler to the left side of the infield. The pitcher swings. What a play to Hendrick. And then they're going to get the man at second base, too. What a play from Lester.
Wow. Really impressed by Lester's ability to throw off balance going towards third base as a pitcher.
Let's absolutely see that replay when we can. What an effort from the Sarnia pitcher. Thought maybe at first he'd let Clark pick it up.
Just on the money. I mean, perfect. And then you have Rove just falling asleep, over-rounding second base, and they backdoor him for the double play. Very unconventional. 1-3-6. If I scoring it correctly.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, for the put out afterwards.
Not sure if it was the second baseman covering or the shortstop, but either way.
Exciting stuff here. And it limits them to only 3.
Oh, yeah.
After an incredible.
It's big.
Let's take a look at our schedule for today. As of right now, Sarnia and Halifax right now is 3-0. Later on today at 1 o'clock, we'll have the host Tecumseh Thunder taking on the Halifax Mets at 1 o'clock. Dartmouth will then take on the Sarnia Brigade around 4 p.m. And the clincher tonight, Tecumseh versus Windsor, the all-local matchup, Friday night at 7 p.m. What more could you want on a Friday night in Southwest Ontario? Beautiful ball diamond. 2 local teams going at it for, a very big game. Windsor obviously 2-0 in this tournament. And Tecumseh 1-1 after a 3-2 win last night to close out day number 1. So lots to still be decided here. And obviously a good bottom of the first inning for Halifax has them set up pretty good right now with a 3-0 lead. Ted.
A tremendous start for Halifax, and it's gone in their direction for the most part. And obviously, they probably would have liked to tack on a few more at bats there in their bid to get a 4th run. But ultimately, when you enter the second inning with a 3-run lead, gives your pitcher and your dugout a lot of confidence as they head into this early part of the ball game for sure.
So Evan Phillips back out onto the mound after Halifax got 3 runs. One of them unearned on a throwing error. But they absolutely used every part of the park to their advantage during that bottom half there to take the 3-0 lead. Stepping into the batter's box now, the right fielder from the Sarnia Brigade, Michael Grigas.
Grigas had a big home run yesterday.
Phillips, low ball to start the at-bat. Yeah, talk to us about that the back and forth from that Sarnia-Windsor game last night. Like, obviously, just so much offense. Well, in between pitches here. Yeah. Phillips with the 1-0.
Yeah, it was a combination of things yesterday. I mean, it was Sarnia's inability to kind of put the game out of reach or hold down the Selects, and the Selects' ability to show some resolve and maintain their ability to come back in several points in the ball game, and then ultimately they just outlasted Sarnia. And yeah, it made for an interesting finish. We thought we were headed for extra innings too.
Fantastic game, 10-9 walk-off. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Grigas by Phillips to start the second inning.
Left fielder number 18,
Jack Wilson, the left fielder, steps into the batter's box now in the 6th hole. So left-handed batter, lefty on left matchup.
Can't see this as a steal situation with Grigas, the Exeter product, against the lefty on the mound, Phillips. He's leaning back towards first already.
Strike on the outside corner.
They're going to probably play a little station to station at this point, being down 3. See if they can hit their way out of it.
Phillips, the 0-1. Throwing it back to keep Grigas close to first base.
Very deliberate move to first, not showing his better move, I assume. Could be a setup, though.
Wilson, the 0-1. Nice framed pitch there from the outside corner for a called strike, too.
Jack Wilson from...
Quick throw back to first base. Grigas is safe. And that was that quick flip.
Yeah, and obviously left-handers can use several different moves. Not right-handers can also on their pickoff attempts, but you always wonder what they're going to show and save for a critical moment in the game to get an out.
Phillips, the 0-2. High fastball. Wilson can't lay off, and it's a big strikeout for the Halifax Mets. Cooper Clark will now come to the plate for his first at-bat. Number 47 is going to be playing third base today. We saw him in that bottom half there, chasing, trying to get back to that third base in time to cover the bag. But that errant throw cashes a run for Halifax.
My experience with Cooper Clark, he's a hard-nosed ball player.
Back to first on the pickoff attempt. Clark steps in. Phillips leans in. Big lefty.
Good lead by Grigas.
Bunt. Popped right up. Caught by... Oh, it's dropped. But they're going to say that's on the transfer as well. So initially caught. Grigas goes back to first base safely.
Well put, by the way. Brett, that's exactly what happened. Is that bunt attempt was fielded in the air, but he considered a quick flip to first to get the Grigas. And as he did such, again, fumbled the ball. So you've seen the call go both directions here.
Mm-hmm. Now a pickoff attempt for Grigas.
And as you can see, there's an interpretation by one umpire that's different from another.
Vaughn McGinn at the plate. The catcher, left-handed hitter. Going. Getting there on the steal is Grigas. Throw was just a little high and outside. The shortstop did a great job to snag it out of the air.
Yeah, Murray's delivery was just a little high. I think he has an opportunity to get the speedy Grigas on this steal attempt, but just delivered it a little bit high.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't follow through, didn't pull the front shoulder down enough.
So man on second, 2 outs for Vaughn McGinn, and the catcher will call time. Got to be on the right page with his pitcher with a man on second.
And as we've mentioned before, with a runner on second, the pitcher and the catcher would switch up their signals so they can conceal what they're doing, because the runner at second base has an opportunity to look in and see the same signals that the pitcher does, and possibly could tip off the batter if he knows what's coming.
The 1-0. Breaking ball falls for a strike. 1-1.
Phillips and the Halifax defense focused on getting the batter in a situation with 2 outs.
Swing and a miss from McGinn. Brings the count to 1-2. The 1-2. Phillips leans in, gets his signal. Pumps, delivers, high ball, 2.
Phillips has a base open, but I'm not sure he wants to use it in this situation. You've got a right-hander and helps on deck. The lefty-lefty matchup may be better for him.
Called third strike on the outside corner. And Phillips, with a little humor coming off the mound.
A little showmanship from Mr. Phillips as he enters the dugout area.
And big for Halifax to get out of that inning unscathed.
We're starting in the top of the second.
All right, we'll be right back. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital.
Careers in sports and entertainment are unique. Income isn't always predictable, neither is residency, nor the window to build long-term security is much shorter.
When you're traded, there's no 30-day notice. The team that was once your competition becomes the team you call home. We make that transition seamless.
Success during your career can translate into financial freedom long after your career is done with the right guidance and planning.
Our role is to help protect what you earn today to make it last a lifetime.
Welcome back to the U22 Canadian National Championships from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The Halifax Mets with a 3-0 lead over the Sarnia Brigade in Game 1 of Day 2 at the National Championships. Thanks for joining us. Brett Hedges alongside Ted Beal and the whole We Digital crew. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube channel. Hope you've enjoyed some of the fantastic baseball action in our region this weekend.
And we'll have viewers from all over the country, which is fantastic. If you can't be here for this experience, obviously the next best thing is to join us here on the broadcast.
And if you think someone else might enjoy it too, share the link. Spread the word. Enjoy the action. First pitch is fouled away by number 34 from Halifax. That's Keegan Wade Parker. He's the first baseman.
I count 10 individuals on the roster from the Mets, right from Halifax. Good to see all those hometown boys.
And there's a shot into the gap over the head of the right fielder, Keegan Wade Parker. He's going to have to settle for a single after the right fielder, Michael Grigas, was right there to catch the ricochet. Played it off the wall correctly to lead it to a single, but it's a long single.
It's a 345-foot single, and two things worked against him. That he hit it so hard and on a line, and then he may not be the fastest runner.
Yep.
So unfortunate for him, but at the end of the day, it's a good hit.
Well played by Grigas off the wall to get it in as quickly as he could to limit him to a single.
Definitely.
Jordan. This is Lee Robertson, the shortstop now. Pops it up to left field. Making the out is Jack Wilson.
Very routine fly ball.
Robertson is retired. The number 9 hitter, Rowan O'Coin, center fielder, will now take his first at bat here in the bottom of the second inning. The man on first, the right-hander Lester, works from the stretch. Bunt is put down. Lester's going to field it over to Vandermeer for the out.
Good sacrifice by a coin. Speedy out of the box. Expect nothing less from a young man from Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia.
Second baseman number 2, Yasu Hojo.
Good job getting the bunt down. Of course, we saw in the last half inning we had a bunt popped up, which is the worst thing that you want to see when you're bunting as a player, that you popped it up.
Yeah, obviously the goal is to move the runner, so.
Yasu Hojo swings through the first pitch strike. Hojo had a single in the first inning to lead this game off. Later scored. The 0-1 is in the dirt for a ball.
Well squared up by the catcher McGinn, keeping that ball in front of him. Was able to get down and sink that ball into the dirt. Easily picked up.
Another swinging strike for Hojo. And now that I'm thinking about it, the bunt, have the 9-man bunt to do the sacrifice fund to get Keegan Wade Parker in scoring position for your leadoff man. It's a smart move. You're hoping that he can cash in here with a single or something into the outfield.
Yeah, they want to keep the momentum going.
High ball here. Level will count at 2-2.
Give opportunities to the top of your lineup to drive runners in. As we can see, Hojo is a capable batsman who can get the ball on a line to the outfield.
The 2-2, late swing, fouled back.
Very late swing, but has to protect a little bit.
Yeah, he just got a little bit on the hands on it.
We'll see where Lester goes here. I think he has a strikeout pitch, which off-speed breaking pitch, or that will help him in this situation. He's got a capable catcher too, as we know in McGinn, that can block that ball and ensure that it doesn't get to the backstop, which is really an art form as a catcher to be able to block, which is counterintuitive to everything that is with the human body.
Ball inside will bring the count to 3-2.
To be able to sink to your knees, lean forward into a ball that's knowingly going to bounce in front of you and hope that it hits you somewhere while also exhaling and relaxing your body is truly an art form.
And a breaking ball called. Strike 3. Beautiful strikeout pitch for Noah Lester. The Mets threaten but do not score. Score is still 3-0 Halifax after 2 full innings of play at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. We'll be right back after this break.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
Welcome back. U22 Canadian National Championships from Burt Lacasse Park. We've got the Halifax Mets up 3-0 over the Sarnia Brigade in Game 1 of Day 2 of the National Championships.
Sun peeking out just a little bit now?
Yes. Yeah, it was quite some cloud cover the early parts of this morning. But yeah, as we get towards 1 or 2 o'clock, it's supposed to get pretty warm and sunny. No rain in the forecast, but the sun is shining in Tecumseh.
Good day for baseball. Not too much wind, not too much sun.
That's perfect. Yeah. Jack Helps, the shortstop in the 9-hole, will lead things off to start the top of the 3rd.
Helps, one of the fine athletes from this program.
Called first strike. Phillips working from the stretch. The big lefty. Ball high. The 1-1. High once again.
Helps the product of Petrolia. Mentioned yesterday he's part of the Lambton College baseball program also.
On the 2-1, fouled back to the screen. Jack helps on the 2-1. Phillips high once again, bring the count to 3-1.
Halifax defense playing helps pretty much straight away at all positions. Will have to hustle the ball across the diamond when if it's hit on the ground in the infield. Helps does run well.
It is fouled out of play. Jack helps in a full count now. Phillips will lean in, take the sign, and loses them. That's a good at bat for Jack Helps.
Well managed to be sure, and now has set the table now for the top of the lineup as it turns over to Bunt Rock. And I'm interested to see how they play this. Halifax defense expecting bunt. Third baseman has crept in ever so slightly in front of the baseline.
Pass ball. Jack Helps will round second, take the free 90 feet.
And thus the bunt situation not as prevalent now. Murray just could not handle that Phillips offering, unfortunately, and allowed Helps that extra 90 feet.
Yeah, missed inside off the edge of the glove, straight to the backstop. Good awareness from Helps. So Phillips now on the 1-0. Ball high once again, and all of his misses, Ted, are high.
Yeah, and it's funny because he's another one of these left-handed pitchers that likes to work the ball high in the zone and with the breaking pitch bring it down. And so see if he can elevate his fastball and play the high bar and then bring his off-speed breaking pitches down. It keeps the batters off balance.
There's that breaking pitch that you talked about. It's pushed into the gap. Bunt Rock is going to round third and score. And that's a double. Sorry, Jack Helps is the one who scores from second base on the Bunt Rock double.
As we see the Brigade dugout, a little bit more life and excitement. Great job of hitting by Bunt Rock here. Deposits this one in right field and was thinking double right off the bat, hustling out of the box. Helps was going to score easily as the ball traveled into the gap. And then obviously this play doesn't even really get too interesting at second place on the throw.
Jackson Groves at the plate now with a man in scoring position after Sarnia catches their first run of the day. Foul ball on the 0-0 pitch.
Groves likes that crouched approach at the plate. Got a little jam job on that first pitch. Catcher checking with the umpire to make sure everybody's okay.
So 3-1 now, and Sarnia still threatening here with no outs. Phillips checks the runner at second, delivers. That's way outside, and that's going to be another free 90 feet for Logan Bunt Rock.
Phillips wiping his hand on his uniform pants there. He must have lost the handle on that one because that was a very big wild pitch. Poor Murray had no chance at that one. He may have hit the bull.
Yeah. Why does he keep calling me meat? Phillips now.
Never gets old.
With the 1-1. Infield is playing in on that pitch as Grove fouls it back.
Yeah, I was just going to mention Halifax doesn't want to concede the run here. Nobody out. Want to protect the lead. And so they're going to make it difficult on Groves to get an easy ground ball RBI.
1-2, man on third. Ball is missed high, 2-2.
It's a small thing, but good job by Hojo to cover up the throw from the catcher to the pitcher.
Phillips. That one is popped into the outfield. This should score.
Well, it's not quite deep enough. We'll see what the arm's like.
And Buntrock is going to score from third. Not much of a play.
Thought there might have been a chance for that Aucoin to make a good, strong throw to the plate, but obviously Buntrock was easily going to beat that.
Good job by Groves to get it in the air.
Does his job.
It's a decent throw, but
Needed
Buntrock with a good jump off of third base there.
Needed to be a lot stronger if there was a chance to get Buntrock. Buntrock runs well. And we've seen with Vandermeer, he likes to be choosy, but he can play the ball to the left side too.
Second ball high. Vandermeer, big first baseman, lefty. Much different strike zone than Jackson Grove a couple pitches ago.
No doubt.
Vandermeer swings through that one. Phillips with a 2-1 count. One out here. Sarnia scoring 2 runs. Get back into it. And Vandermeer will play it to the left side of the infield.
Tough long throw.
And Vandermeer will beat the throw.
Too much airtime on that chopper going way down the line here.
Blake Newell did the best that he could with that ball, but it was almost on the left edge of the outfield grass there.
Yeah, Newell would have had a cannon to make this throw because he's at the deepest part of the infield coming way across. Not the strength nor the time to make that play on Vandermeer.
Stepping in now with a man at first base. This is Carter Arts, the designated hitter. Vandermeer at first. Another wild pitch, pass ball, and Vandermeer will take second base. So Arts put the bunt down but pulled it back. That pitch was so far inside that catcher couldn't handle it.
He did all he could, Arts, to get out of the way.
So Vandermeer at second now. The 1-0.
In scoring position again.
Phillips, and that's a rip from Carter Arts. Wasn't thinking bunt on that one. No need to move the man over now.
No, he had bad intentions. Arts doesn't get cheated up there. I've noticed over the last few games with him, he likes to put everything behind his swings, including the kitchen sink.
So Phillips now with a 1-1. Arts with a man on second. Pitch on the outside corner, just outside for called ball.
Phillips kind of digging himself into a hole here. See how he comes back. He's shown he can.
Another foul ripped back to the screen. That'll draw the count 2-2.
Arts doesn't seem to be fooled. We'll see now how things change. Will he be a little bit more defensive with 2 strikes? And does Phillips have an out pitch, either by way of the strikeout or the fact that he pitches up in the zone creates more fly balls, obviously, and so we've seen some of these sacrifice plays and the ability to kind of drive the ball deeper.
Pitch on the inside corner.
And there are other pitchers, too, that work the low bar, the lower part of the strike zone, obviously inducing a lot more ground balls. Keeps the infield and defense a little more involved. But as you pitch up in the zone, you're either looking for the fly ball out or the strike out, which can be a little more, I guess, difficult for the defense to stay in tune.
Full count. Misses inside. Carter Arts with a good at-bat there, draws the walk.
And some coaching staff consultation.
We're going to have a mound visit here.
I don't see any activity in the bullpen. Maybe just the start of something. Phillips is at about 55 pitches right now.
Pitch count for Phillips is 56.
So
officially at 56.
So Michael Grigas is the next man on base, next man up to bat, with 1 out to go here. Double play is in play. We do have a man in the bullpen getting warmed up for Halifax. Number 18 is Mitchell Brown.
From Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I'm assuming not Brooklyn, New York.
I mean, you can never assume, but. So Michael Grigas with 2 men on base. Middle of the order here for Sarnia, number 5 hitter. That pitch is low for a ball. So very important at bat, not only just for the game situation, but also for Phillips's pitch count too. That ball is missed low, but a nice pick from the catcher.
Great pick by Murray, the catcher.
Because the next threshold is 65, correct?
Yeah, I'll check our pitch count rules again.
Pardon me.
There is an algorithm that goes with this. You have to have an engineering degree to figure it out.
The 2-0. On the outside corner for a called strike. Nice pitch from Phillips there.
Once he passes 60, he'll be into 2 days rest. So as we see, it's signified the threshold from the home plate umpire.
So with it being Friday, he would be out until Sunday.
Yeah, he can finish this batter, but a decision will have to be made at that point.
Nice pitch on the outside corner for a swinging strike on Grigas. Brings the count to 2-2.
Looked like Grigas was trying to slap that the other direction to the non-power side.
Chopper up the middle to the second baseman. Hojo quickly has to get it, and he's going to get the out at first. Good challenge up the baseline by Grigas.
Grigas was definitely fooled on that pitch and did his level best just to put it into play, but then tried to use his foot speed, as we'll see on the replay here, in his bid to kind of get safely at first. Hojo charges the ball correctly, gloves it, and flips it all in one motion. And it's a bang-bang play at first base, and you would have an argument in both directions as whether or not he's out or safe. But as we talked about, threshold was reached for Mr. Phillips, so that'll end his day for this game, as the Mets make a pitching change, and as we talked about, it's going to be to number 18.
So 2 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and 3 strikeouts for Evan Phillips.
We'll have some responsibility, Phillips, still for the runners that are on base, as Mitchell Brown will only assume the responsibility for all batters moving forward.
So Mitchell Brown, some pop on his throws.
It looks like a strong right-hander. Looks like he changes his arm slot. As we've seen here, maybe a pitch-to-pitch decision, but comes a little bit about out of 45 rather than over-the-top delivery, but we'll see what that does for his movement. Very short and compact delivery, which is very athletic in his approach.
Now pitching for Nova Scotia, number 18.
And we'll see what kind of command he has. With 2 outs, he just needs the batter to get out of this inning to help his team. We'll be facing a left-hander to start in Jack Wilson, who's 0 for 1 to this point.
A man on second and third. New pitcher is Mitchell Brown, working out of the windup here. First pitch is fouled back by Wilson.
Wilson wasting no time to getting activated there with a swing. Normally, as you see with someone coming fresh out of the bullpen, you want to see a pitch or at least a strike before you activate, but Wilson going right after it.
Pitch behind the batter. Vandermeer is going to score. And Sarnia is going to tie this game up. So that pitch was behind the batter, Wilson. And we talked about control, right?
Murray, no chance on this one.
Bounced in front of the batter's box.
And in front of the baseline. So it had intentions to get to the backstop the whole time.
Wilson steps right back into the batter's box after the run scores via the pass ball. And now has a 1-2 count. And 2 outs here.
In a tie ball game.
With a man on third.
Still lots of life.
There's a shot up the first base line, and the pitcher does a great job of covering to get the third out of the inning. Mitchell Brown did his pitcher's infield practice.
Yeah, the PFP's paid off for sure, and a good delivery from Wade Parker on that. And we'll just see with the replay. This is a high chopper. Wade Parker had no chance to kind of feel the ball and get to first base on his own, so he made a wise decision to the covering pitcher, who does a wonderful job of getting there, feeling the ball first, and then touching the base with his right foot.
And I think the understated thing that a lot of people don't like, the loft has to be good too.
Yes.
The loft from the pitcher has to be very good as well. So
what you don't want to do is deliver a ball on the run to a pitcher in a position that's either high or low, because they're already managing the fact of catching the ball and now looking for a base on the move. So wonderful play.
So that makes the score 3-3. Middle of the third inning here, critical junction of this game. We've got Noah Lester going to still be on the mound for the Sarnia Brigade. I don't see any action in the pen as of yet, but I do think there's a body perhaps warming up.
Yeah, just being available, and you never know how this inning could go, but I think Sarnia and Lester I think have settled in a little bit better in the last inning, and obviously there's going to be some renewed vigor and some more life. Got to feel like, well, all the nerves are out of the way at this point, and we're just going to see our talent kind of shine through.
So one more warm-up pitch for Lester. Coming down. And the Sarnia Brigade will play defense after scoring 3 huge runs in that half inning. Bottom of the third. Of course, as you see in the graphic in the left corner, our next broadcast, our next game is approximately 1 o'clock with this same Halifax Mets team taking on the host Tecumseh Thunder. So we've been pretty good at being on time for the most part.
Yeah, it's moving okay.
And it's a called strike on the outside corner as number 25, Jack Grant, is in the batter's box. 0-1. On the 0-1, that's going to be a high ball, pass ball, and Grant is going to try and get to second. Vandermeer is going to make a play at second, but it's off the base path, and that's going to be a pass ball double. So
well,
they ruled that an infield single?
I think he was going to beat that throw all day long.
So it goes to the opposite. So it goes to the far left corner. Good job by Clark to plant and throw, but it's just the release point's way too high, even for Vandermeer to get to.
Yeah, so you're going to get an infield hit with a throwing error accounting for the runner advancing from first to second. So it's both a hit and an error all at the same time.
At the plate, Greg McCormick, and he's going to rip this one right up the middle. Jack Grant is going to get sent home, and the center fielder is going to bobble it. He's going to play it at second base, and he's going to get the put out. So Greg McCormick was trying to get to second base after the center fielder, Buntrock, overran the ball as he was going to try and make a play at the plate.
Yeah, great hit by McCormick, obviously, to score the run. Got a little bit greedy as he rounded first and actually hesitated slightly because his timing was off a little bit in terms of trying to advance on the overrun by Buntrock. And there was a slight opportunity, but you have to really time it well to continue on to the next base, but he was out easily.
So it's an RBI single for McCormack that scores Grant, but he's put out at second base. But more importantly, Halifax takes the 4-3 lead, Ted.
No doubt.
So Blake Newell at the plate. Newell takes a hack on the 0-1, fouls it off. Lester now with an 0-2 count on Newell. Newell plays it to the third base side. It's going to bounce off the line and go foul before it reaches the third base. Newell a little late on that swing.
Yeah, a little side spin. Diamond falls away, and obviously at the edges of the baseline, so Clark would have had a hard time making that throw too. Nothing easy for Clark today at third base, at the hot corner.
I played third growing up. It's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, you have to have the combination of nerves and a good throwing arm.
Neither of which I possess. There's a pitch low and outside.
That's why we get to watch the game and talk about it.
Yeah, much better at talking about it than actually doing it.
That's right.
For sure.
So much easier from up here.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Lester gets the punch out on Newell and gets the second out of the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Lester seems to do a good job on the out pitch. If he can get to that point, he has ways. It's a winding road getting to that point. But if he can get you with two strikes, he usually has you cornered.
Opening pitch is grounded over to first base. Jordan Rovette is out, and the starting brigade give up a run and now trail 4-3 as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back with more of the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
the top of the fourth, the Sarnia Brigade. Third baseman, number 47, Cooper Clark.
All right, welcome back to the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. Top of the fourth inning between Nova Scotia and Ontario, champions from Sarnia. Nova Scotia up 4-3. And there's an opening strike thrown by Mitchell Brown, who came in relief last inning.
Yeah, we'll see how he fares with a fresh slate here in the fourth.
Second strike swinging there on Clark, who is 0 for 1 today, playing third base for Sarnia. Brown from the windup. Ball outside.
We talked about this before already, but pitchers obviously can come into this championship and have to change roles. They may have been in a starting role, but now are relieving. So it becomes a little bit different for their feel. Coming into situations with outs or base runners can be a lot different than starting your game and getting a full warm up and the whole thing that allows you to be a little more comfortable in your skin, if that's what you've done all summer. But they do a good job of adapting.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Cooper Clark as Mitchell Brown seems to have settled in. We saw that pass ball that led to a run in the last half inning. Now with a fresh set of batters here. Brown gets the punch out early. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Now at bat number 34, Vaughn McGinn, the catcher. Called strike on the outside corner.
Brown doing what every good pitcher should do, is work ahead.
Ball outside. McGinn 0 for 1 today. Is the team's main catcher. Gets some contact there. It's going to go left side, foul out of play. The 1-2. Another foul back to the screen.
You mentioned McGinn from Brights Grove. McGinn bats out of the left side, like a famous golfer from that locale.
Man who might have a green jacket.
Mm-hmm.
There's another swing and foul out of play. The 1-2. Outside corner for the call. Third strike on McGinn. Nice action on that pitch.
Yeah, Brown's got a tight, spinning, breaking pitch there. Backdoored McGinn on that one. Froze him a little bit. Umpire had, well, I would say a conservative approach to the punch out at that point.
Called strike on the outside corner as Jack helps the shortstop in the 9-hole. Pitches outside for a ball 1. With 2 outs here, helps looking to get on base to start something for this brigade and turn the lineup over. Foul back to the screen, 1-1.
Helps out a walk in his first at bat. Set the table. His last time around.
The 1-0. Helps up the left side, fouled.
Helps a little bit fooled on that pitch, but was able to pull it down the line foul at least.
The 1-1. Outside corner despite the frame job.
Brown walking off the mound looking for that punch out. He'll have to return. He's got a little more work to do. 2s are wild.
Fouled back to the screen for helps. Now, Isaac Murray did everything he could to frame that ball, especially when it's across your body, too. It's hard to frame it, not properly, but precisely.
No doubt. You're trying to bite off a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
Can you stick the catch versus pull it back?
Swinging strike 3. Mitchell Brown retires the side via strikeout, and the Halifax Mets will go to hits here with a 4-3 lead at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. We are at Burt Lacasse Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning with the Halifax Mets up to bat, leading 4-3 over the Sarnia Brigade. And hit by pitch here as Lester still in the game for Sarnia. And he will send Isaac Murray on a free pass to first base after the hit by pitch.
Yeah, I don't know if he was actually hit, but his jersey actually took the shot, and I think he's got a bit of a smirk on his face too.
You ask Brandon Inge if his jersey got hit by a pitch in a big important game for the Detroit Tigers in game number 163 back in the day, and he'll tell you that he did.
Yeah, if you wear a jersey that's 3 sizes too big, I think you're
Fair.
reducing it a little bit, but he gets the job done.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The opening pitch is fouled away by Keegan Wade Parker. Plays first base for Halifax. Man on first. Swing on an outside pitch for strike number 1.
Wade Parker fishing a little bit there. That's way up and out. But maybe he's got a 40-inch bat. We don't know. Looks fairly long from here.
Pitch inside, barely misses Keegan Wade Parker.
Wade Parker trying to wear that one as well. Only would have cost him a small welt.
Yeah. The 1-2. Hit the left side of the infield. Cooper Clark picks it up, flips it over to Vandermeer for the out. Keegan Wade Parker advances the runner to second.
Clark did not even consider the lead runner at second. The high chopper probably said to himself, maybe I'll just take the safe out at first. But the second baseman was a little bit confused because I think he wanted to play.
Mm-hmm. Lee Robertson, the shortstop, now in the batter's box with the man on second.
Lee Robertson from Port Joel, Nova Scotia. Port Joli, pardon me. Or is it Port Jolly? It sounds like a happy place either way.
Yeah. Ooh, another hit by pitch there from Lester. As Robertson wears that one, will occupy second base now.
Lester's not making any friends today.
Now with man at first and second, the center fielder and the 9-hitter Rowan O'Coin will take the batter's box here. Big situation for the Mets.
Yeah, a chance to tack on here. Obviously, keep the Brigade team on its heels. Lefty in the box. Not sure if this is a bunt situation, but even if he pulls to the right side, it's a good play.
Pass ball. Station to station for the Mets, as Murray and Robertson will take a free bag.
Now Lester will get a little bit more close company from his infielders because they're going to try and cut down the run at the plate if it's on the ground in the infield.
And now we're starting to see a little bit of movement in the bullpen on the Sarnia side. Lester, inside pitch on O'Coin. After the pass ball, advances the runners to second and third.
O'Coin has to be thinking, how can I get this ball to the outfield?
And just like that, in the right field gap, he's going to score two. And he's going to go for two as well. O'Coin going to go to second base, and he's safe at second. RBI double for the number 9 hitter, Rowan O'Coin. Cashes in Isaac Murray and Lee Robertson. And the Halifax Mets take a 6-3 lead.
Impressive hitting by O'Coin there. Roped that ball down the right field line. Thinking double out of the box the entire way. Does a great job of rounding first base, getting in a straight line going to second. And his good slide was just ahead of the throw from the right fielder, Rodriguez.
So 2 RBI double for Rowan O'Coin. Doubles the Halifax lead, 6-3. Now a play to the corner. Cooper Clark bobbles it, sends it over, and gets the out at first.
Nice play by Clark, staying with that ball. Even though he bobbled it, still had the confidence to know that he had a strong arm. Made an accurate throw to first to retire the out.
So 2 out now, man on second. And number 25, that was Yasu Hojo, the leadoff man that hit into the ground ball on the first pitch of the at-bat. Now Jack Grant to the batter's box. Outside for ball 1. Lester, the 1-0. Takes the sign, checks the runner, delivers, inside pitch, ball 2.
If Lester brings this around the plate, you should see Grant activate. It's good hitters count.
Ball low. 2-0. Got some action in the Sarnia pen. Lester trying to get out of this jam. Called strike. Makes it 2-1.
28 is in the bullpen for Sarnia. Derek Riesberry from Burlington. He appeared yesterday, as I believe.
In the game against Windsor.
Believe so. Not a long appearance, though.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. That'll bring the count full for Jack Grant.
Lester doing a good job of getting back in this at-bat. Not going to concede this base.
Shakes off the catcher, and then the batter calls time.
Second baseman Groves trying to keep O'Coin honest at second so he doesn't get a good jump if there's a ball that played into the outfield.
High fly ball. to the edge of the infield for Vandermeer. And that will retire the side. Halifax grabs a couple of runs to double their lead to 6-3 in a critical junction of the game. A big hit from Rowan O'Coin got them the RBI, get them the extra 2 runs. As we see the final out here.
Very clutch from O'Coin.
The 9-hitter.
The 9-hole can be just as important as any other position in the lineup.
All right, let's send it down to Alexa Monio for a dugout interview.
All right, hi, I'm here with Coach Koenig Schofer of Halifax. Coach, we've seen a pattern this tournament where it's been difficult for teams to maintain their lead. Why do you think that is?
We have 6 equally great teams in this tournament, right? So when you have a 16 tournament, all the best are here, right? So all of us are tight, and we're using up pitchers as we can. So the format's a little different with the top 2 going off for the gold medal, so we have to fight for every inch.
Absolutely, and we've seen the games have been super close. So going into this game, it's day 2. The stakes are that much higher. What type of urgency does this create for your team to play well?
Lots. We got to let it roll. We got to win out. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely. Best of luck, Coach. Thank you so much. Let's go back up to the booth.
Fantastic interview, Alexa.
Great to get that perspective from the coach during the game. This is next level broadcast here. The folks at We Digital doing a great job. So proud to be a part of it.
Good ball game underway here as Sarnia looks to get a couple of runs back after giving up 2 in the bottom half of the inning there. And Mitchell Brown with a perfect inning last. Yeah, struck out all 3 batters that he faced. Now he's got an 0-2 count here in the top of the 5th.
Buntrock should do his level best to kind of slow the momentum here of the pitcher from Halifax. Brown's definitely working with urgency. Seems to have a rhythm at this point. But Buntrock's an experienced player, and he should understand the difference between a pitcher that's rolling and a pitcher that's not. Let's see if he can delay him at all.
Hit to the shortstop, collected and thrown over by Robinson. Nice stretch on the play by Keegan Wade Parker to get the out at first. 1 up, 1 down here in the 5th.
Nice play by Robertson. Across the diamond on the run, getting the speedy Buntrock.
Jackson Groves. Ball outside for Brown. Called strike in the inside half. 1-1. Check swing. Yes, he did go for strike 2.
Appeal call works again. Very close.
Swing and a miss for Jackson Groves as Mitchell Brown with 4 strikeouts now.
And I think the guy stepping into the box is the perfect person for Sarnia at this point with 2 quick outs in this inning. Vandermeer is very deliberate with his approach at the plate, and he tends to let the pace be dictated by himself, not the pitcher.
As Vandermeer chases the first pitch, Keegan Wade Parker bobbles the ball. Can't make the play at first.
And just as I say that, he swings at the first pitch and completely goes the other direction. He's taken the most pitches of anybody this last 2 days,
right.
And he swings at the first pitch with 2 quick outs. But he's able to induce the ground ball error and get himself aboard, which in itself will slow the momentum of Brown and Halifax.
And if you're the top of this order for Sarnia, you really want to get something going in this top half inning because there's no guarantee you're going to get another at bat. We're running out of outs here.
That's right. We're getting in the latter stages.
Carter Arts with a late swing. Foul to the right field side of play. So the man on first, 2 outs here. Carter Arts, the designated hitter, looking to get his team some momentum here as they trail by 3 in the 5th. Late breaking ball there. Falls inside for a ball. It's 1-1.
Next to no lead for Vandermeer.
Inside once again. Good take by Carter Arts. 2-1.
Brown really working the inside part of the plate.
Looking to jam him.
Inside edge, looking to jam Arts.
Another inside offering. This time it catches the corner of the plate for a called strike.
So he's got that tight moving breaking pitch, and then he works the fastball that's tailing in on the righty. So that's a dangerous combination if you can work that inner part of the plate, which is a lost art in pitching at these times.
Brown, the 2-2. Outside.
Good mix going away, and just a little too far out. Now 3-2 out. Wade Parker, the first baseman, will slip behind the runner Vandermeer, who will be in motion with the pitch.
Inside, lost him for the walk. I believe that's the second walk that Arts has forced today.
Right fielder, number 1.
Yeah, Brown had this thing going in the right direction this inning, and then just could not get that last third ball or third out via the ground ball. And now he's got 2 runners aboard, and he's going to have to be a little bit careful with Grigas, who has power.
And he swings for the fences on that one. 2 men on, 2 out for Grigas.
As we talked about, bad intentions with that swing. He wanted to see if this ball could get to the pickleball courts. Deep right center.
The 0-1. Grigas thought about swinging there, held off on the inside pitch, 1-1. Grigas chops it foul along the third base side.
Brown does have Grigas with 2 strikes here. We'll see what kind of mix he can throw at him. Will it be the tailing fastball or the breaking pitch?
Strike 3. Called on the inside corner.
Tailing fastball on the inside edge. Well placed.
Halifax gets out of a jam and hold on to their 6-3 lead as they go to the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Joe Brown has 41 pitches.
41 pitches for Brown as we're here at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships here on We Digital.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
Quick update from the Woodsley game going on between Manitoba and Nova Scotia. Dartmouth is Nova Scotia is leading the undefeated Manitoba 5-4, and they're in the top of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Siren Brigade, number 28, Derek Ronsberry.
Derek Riesberry, the new pitcher for the Sarnia Brigade.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth for Nova Scotia, designated hitter number 20.
Riesberry from Burlington.
Correct.
5'10", 180, right-handed pitcher. In the batter's box, fouling away the first pitch is number 20 from Halifax. That's Greg McCormack. Has an RBI earlier in this game. 6-3 Halifax leads. Looking at add on here. Sharp hit ball to the second baseman. Routine play over to the first baseman, Vandermeer. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the fifth.
Riesberry appeared yesterday
Third baseman number 15.
and threw 34 pitches in an inning and a third. 3 walks, 2 hits, and an earned run.
Makes quick work of the first batter. Now Blake Newell steps in to the batter's box. Outside edge for a called strike. Chopper up to the third baseman. Cooper Clark has trouble with it, gets it off, and gets the out. Another play by Clark from readjusting after a quick bobble to get the out.
Clark's clearly got some quick hands. I don't know if we'll catch a replay of this, but this is not the first time today that he's batted a ball down and still made the play with his strong arm. He just fielded it to the ground, quick pickup, almost like a middle infielder's flip with that strong arm, gets the out.
2 outs for Sarnia here. Quick inning would do them good to get back to the sticks. Jordan Rovette, the left fielder, fouls that one away. Rovette 1 for 2 today. Riesberry with the offering, lifted into left field. That's where the third out will be recorded. 3 up, 3 down. Good showing from Derek Riesberry as the Sarnia Brigade look to get back to the sticks. See Derek Riesberry, quick work there as we see the third out.
Very efficient from Riesberry and induces an easy fly ball for the third out. He's probably looking to help his team get to the next level here.
All right, we're getting to the late stages of this game. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
Top of the sixth here at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. Thanks for joining us at Burt Lacasse Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The Halifax Mets up 6-3 over the Sarnia Brigade. We're at the top of the sixth. And number 18, Jack Wilson, is at the dish. And there's an offering into center field. Tracking that ball quickly. And collecting the first out is number 17, Rowan O'Coin, who, I mean, arguably has the hit of the game that broke open this one, the 2 RBI double that he had.
It's as key as they come. Solid center fielder.
1 out recorded as Mitchell Brown back on the mound. Ball high. And I like the pace that Brown works at.
Yeah, as mentioned, very, very determined to control the pace by going quickly.
Another high offering by Cooper Clark into center field. O'Coin with another recorded out.
Coyne being a little greedy, seeing if he can retire to the side on his own. Good job by Brown inducing another easy fly ball.
And now number 34, Vaughn McGinn, try and extend this inning. Now that's 2 quick outs. So he's going to have to see a couple pitches here to let his team get some rest.
McGinn creeping up on the plate a little bit.
Swing and a miss on the 1-0. Brown with the 1-1 count. Late break on the outside, stays outside, 2-1. Ball low, 3-1.
Almost straightaway defense from the Mets.
Out in front of that one as Vaughn McGinn fouls it off. I'll bring the count full, 3-2. McGinn 0 for 2 today.
Stands a very sturdy 6'3", 220 pounds.
Plays a good catcher too.
And he does.
There's an opposite field hit. Chasing it down is the left fielder. Is he going to get there? Yes, he does.
Great play by Rovette.
Jordan Rovette. He hit it opposite side, so Rovette was played almost in left center. Had to play it over to the third base line. Makes the out, and a quick 3-up, 3-down for Halifax as they move to the bottom of the 6th, leading 6-3 over the Sarnia Brigade. We'll be right back here with the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital.
Careers in sports and entertainment are unique. Income isn't always predictable, neither is residency, nor the window to build long-term security is much shorter.
When you're traded, there's no 30-day notice. The team that was once your competition becomes the team you call home. We make that transition seamless.
Success during your career can translate into financial freedom long after your career is done with the right guidance and planning.
Our role is to help protect what you earn today to make it last a lifetime.
Yeah,
It could completely go the other direction.
absolutely. Welcome back to Lacoste Park here, the site of the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships. Tecumseh, Ontario, the host venue on We Digital, the host production company. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube channel for all of our action all weekend. Looking at some of the numbers from last night, so a lot of people tuned in to watch these baseball games, Ted.
Outstanding. Yeah, we're so glad to be able to provide a broadcast for those that could not be here, and thanks for joining us and being engaged.
Riseberry on the mound for Sarnia, looking to shut down the Mets and get the Brigade back to hitting in the top of the 7th here.
Another update from Woodsley. Winless 0-2 Dartmouth, Nova Scotia is up 7-4 over undefeated 2-0 Manitoba, and now in the bottom of the 6th. That game's slipping away.
Inside pitch from Riseberry on Isaac Murray, number 14, the Halifax catcher.
That would really change the way the draw looks at this point. Dartmouth can hang on for that win. Change their fortunes as well as the rest of the teams too.
Yeah, a big swing in the first game of the day. You know, hypothetically, if Sarnia falls to 0-3, that's not something that we anticipated heading into the tournament.
Not at all.
Ball runs inside for Isaac Murray here as Riseberry looks to punch him out. High ball there, and it's a walk. And as we spoke about during the break, Tad, this is exactly fits what Halifax wants to do. They want to draw this out. They want to get Sarnia back to the sticks right away. They want to work the count. They want to take pitches, be selective at the plate.
No doubt, and make their life a little bit more difficult because they're chomping at the bit to get back at the dugout. If you can delay that, further throws off their opportunities to kind of feel comfortable at the plate.
Riseberry with a man at first. Man at the plate. Keegan Wade Parker drives it into center field, and it's going to be caught.
What a play.
Back to the bag is Isaac Murray safely.
Buntrock laying out in right center. Had no business catching this ball in the air.
Right off the bat, he's running for it.
It's a tailing ball. Tough to read off the bat. He's playing deep center. Outstanding play.
Full send.
Doesn't get much better. And it has the presence of mind to think I can maybe get another out in here and double off the runner at first. And makes a good, decent throw, but obviously Murray was able to get back safely.
First out of the bottom of the sixth.
And those are the types of plays that make coming and viewing this championship, both in person or online, very, very rewarding. And that young man's going to remember that play for many years, and his teammates will too.
Except when he's telling it, he's going to say he was from left field and going all the way across the field.
Of course, yeah. That's right, in a driving snowstorm.
Yeah. The 1-0. So this is Lee Robertson, the shortstop for Halifax. Man on first. Looking to extend his team's lead. Ball wide. It's ball 4 anyway. So the runners on second and first now for the Mets.
Center fielder number 17.
Some activity in the Sarnia bullpen. See if we can get a number shot.
To the, looks like it's number 59 warming up. To the plate right now, that's number 17, Rowan O'Coin, playing center field for Halifax. Made some fine plays in center field today. And as well has 2 RBI double. Inside pitch taken for a ball.
59 is in the bullpen for Sarnia is Daniel Riker from London. 6'4", 215-pound right-hander. Probably a pickup player for this brigade squad.
The 1-0 pitch. Late swing, fouled out of play by O'Coin.
Sometimes those pickup players can be characterized by the very high uniform number.
Yeah. It's different colored helmet.
It's what they have left.
Hit into the center field. That's going to be caught by Buntrock. He'll keep the runner at second with a quick throw in. And the second out of the bottom of the sixth is complete.
Center fielders on display in the last few innings here, both the O'Coin's bat and glove, and obviously Buntrock with his ability in center field, snaring some fly balls. Actually chose to go backdoor on the attacking runner from second. See if he could catch the runner Murray sleeping. Smart heads-up play.
Lineup turns over. This is Yasu Hojo, the leadoff man. 2 men on, 2 out. Pitch outside for a ball. Pass ball on the wild pitch. And the Mets will take the free 90 bases. That's a number of wild pitches today for Sarnia pitchers. I mean, we saw a few from Evan Phillips as well for Halifax.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to keep the catcher's legs loose. They get a bit of a trot to the backstop, collect the errant balls. Bit of a fair gap between short and third here, and Hojo's already gone there once today with his first hit of the game.
Yeah, led the game off with a single as he takes a strike there on the 2-0 count.
Helps playing more up the middle. Not sure if he's doing much in terms of holding the runner at this point, but thinks he can range to his right.
Strike 2 on the outside edge.
Riceberry resets. Want to get a fresh look at the signs. Again, with a runner on second, things could be a little bit more concealed. Really making Hojo wait.
In on the hands. Hojo fouls it off.
Probably ball 3. A tailing fastball coming in on his hands and up in the zone. Riceberry does need the out at the plate. Doesn't have to concern himself with the runners on base.
The 2-2. Ball high.
Runners can't advance here early because they're not being forced, but they could read a swing here and get a bit of a jump.
The 3-2. Chopper to second base by Hojo. Fielded and toss over to Vandermeer for the third out of the inning. Sarnia down to their last 3 outs. We'll take the sticks here. Here's a replay of the last out.
Fairly routine.
And that will send us to the top of the 7th inning. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning between the Halifax Mets and the Sarnia Brigade at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships. Thanks for joining us on We Digital. Mitch Brown is looking to close things out for the Halifax Mets. Jack Helps, the Brigade shortstop, the number 9 hitter, will lead off this inning. Scheduled batters are Jack Helps, Logan Buntrock, and Jackson Groves.
Brown working well, only at 51 pitches, and should not be a concern in that direction.
First pitch is swung on. Going to center, left center. A little bit of a collision between the center fielder and the left fielder, but it is grabbed.
Grant comes away with it. And McCoy wondering, hey, that's my ball. Communication so paramount.
Here it is again.
We'll catch it. Again, usually it's the dominance of the center fielder in most of these situations, but Grant felt that, I better beat on this. So, and he's the bigger man. McCoy took the worst of that collision. But they both laugh about it, which is good.
It's like Griffey Jr. stealing it from Griffey Sr. Just snagging it out of his hands. The leadoff man, Logan Buntrock, with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire.
Certainly not happy again. I think Buntrock is second time a victim of a check swing. We'll get a great replay look at this, but looked like he held up or midpoint. Very debatable.
Now he rips one up the middle. That's fielded by the shortstop, Robertson, and a nice pick at first base by Keegan Wade Parker.
Keegan Wade Parker, picking machine. Outstanding. Picked up his shortstop very well there. Not a lot of patience from Sarnia.
No.
If they're at bats here in their last half here with a 3-run deficit.
Jackson Groves, Sarnia down to their last out. Solid strike thrown by Mitchell Brown there. No one. Swung on. Back to the third baseman, Newell. And that will be it. The Halifax Mets come in and take a 6-3 win over the Sarnia Brigade to start day 2 at the U22 Canadian National Championships.
Great performance by Halifax Mets. Pretty complete ball game.
Solid defensive game plan, solid pitching. Evan Phillips and Mitchell Brown combined for the win. And the Halifax Mets move to 2-1. And the Sarnia Brigade fall to 0-3 to start day 2 at the Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. We will have a player of the game ceremony, and our host Alexa Monyon will have a quick interview with them at this point. I mean, a couple of players that you could give it to, but I mean, I'm gonna be partial. I'm gonna lean to Aucoin here.
I had a feeling you would stick with that call, and I can't really disagree with you in that regard. I mean, again, got decent pitching, but you know,
couple of those big runs that they got were via error, right? So they had Sarnia did have a couple of errors at key times. They had the throw down to third that led to 1 run directly. We had the throwing error from the pitcher that led to runners advancing as well and extending an inning. So that RBI double from Aucoin could be what tips him over the top here.
He's the only player with 2 RBIs, so.
Gave up no runs, no hits. Struck out 5, 1 walk. Number 18, Mitchell Brown.
Mitchell Brown, player of the game.
Went with the pitcher, and no argument here. He pitched 4 1/3.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
5 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Obviously yielded no runs and no hits. So outstanding performance. Mr. Brown, and well-deserved player of the game. And here we are going to send it to Alexa.
All right, let's send it down to Alexa for our post-game interview with our player of the game.
Hi, I'm here with Mitch Brown. Congratulations on winning player of the game. Talk us through your performance today, and how do you feel?
I felt good. I threw a little bit yesterday to the pen too, so quick bounce back, but always good. Felt really good, yeah.
You know, it's day 2 of the tournament. How important was this win to your team moving forward?
It's really big because if we can go get a win tonight, puts us in a really good spot for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much, and congrats again.
Thank you.
All right, wait, I'm here with Coach. Thank you, Coach. You're back. Coach Koenig Schofer of Halifax. So you had a really important win earlier in the tournament against your rivals, Dartmouth. How important was that to setting up the momentum for your team?
Well, we had a tough one against Windsor, right? We faced them in the final gold medal game last year, right? So we came back in that, almost squeaked it out, but we needed that win against Dartmouth, right? So we threw our best against that. And, I mean, it's nice to beat them in the national stage, for sure.
And you'll be back shortly with a game against Tecumseh.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. It's like 4 games in 36 hours is a little much, right? So.
How do you get your group to reset and focus?
Gatorade.
All right, thanks so much. We'll go back up to the booth. We have another game coming up shortly. See you soon.
All right, thank you very much for everyone's help here at the broadcast. The final score, the Halifax Mets 6 and the Sarnia Brigade 3. Halifax moving to 2-1 on the tournament and Sarnia falling to 0-3. From all of us here at We Digital, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you for our next game between Halifax and Tecumseh. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. We'll see you then.